Hey, this is David Beckham back in our shipping room. This has been a little bit of a slow week, so this will be a short video, but we're going to get into a few things of what sold, and we're going to talk about how much time it took to find this little thing. All right, so like I was saying, this has actually been a fairly slow week. It's okay. I mean, when I look at my numbers, and if we still do a comparison over year, from last year to this year, the same time, we're still about 50% ahead of where we were a year ago, this same exact week. So we're not upset about it. We're just under $800 for so far this year in the new year of 2025. I obviously got a visitor here. I don't know what she's looking for. She wants to be on video. Anyway, hi Missy. Oh, she's gonna lay down and relax. That's what she's gonna do. So anyway, but it was a slow week, which is, somewhat expected. It typically is at the first part of the year, and, everybody spent their money for Christmas, and people are, maybe they've spent some money for with their gift certificates, or, who knows, they're returning stuff, which does remind me, we did have one return. It's going to be coming this week, hopefully later in the week, because I won't be here and I want to be able to check it. But I shipped out a calculator, and they said that the enter button doesn't work, which is kind of weird because I tested it. It worked when I did it, but who knows? I mean, something could have happened between then and now, and it's broke. So we're going to look at it, take a look and see. It was a $45 return, but knock on wood, that's the only return we've had so far for Christmas. So I'll take that. So it doesn't bother me to have that too much. But we did have, like I said, only 5 sales going out this weekend. We did have some last week, about $300 for the week, a little over $100 for the weekend. Not huge stuff, but it's fine because store's going to go on vacation mode as of 11 o'clock tonight. And we're going to be out all next week because we talked about that, and I'm going to be at market. So we're going to be looking at some different things for my wife's store and doing all the showrooms and such. So it's a lot of fun, a very interesting time. I'm going to shoot some video on there. I'm going to try and post a couple of videos. They may be shorts, they may be shorter, I'm not sure, but I'll try and post something so maybe you guys can get an idea of what's going on. So let's take a look at what sold so far. The first thing here is this Corningware casserole dish. It's a Pyrex A7C. It's the smaller one. It's the blue color. Picked these up for $1 at I think it was at it was an impromptu garage sale, as they would call it. It does have a little chip right here, and I did note that in the actual description. But they were basically, they bought a house with everything in it, and they were just trying to sell the stuff so they could gut it and redo it. But it sold for $17.99. We'll get $8.99 shipping. I also sold some transformers. I think I picked this up maybe off of Dibbed It, possibly, on one of the auctions there. But these are tiny little transformers. You can kind of see there's usually 3 of them, but there's only 2 in this. They're somewhat complete. You can open them up. I'm not going to open them up because it takes an engineer to put them back together, and I don't feel like trying to do that. I had to work on it for 10 minutes. This is not my thing to put these together. But these 2 little things right here, they're the Transformers Energon Saber Minicon robots in disguise. I listed them as for parts or repair so that somebody would buy them up, but they did go for $15.29. We'll get $5.99 shipping. These have been in here for a while. These are little Thomas and Friends wooden railway. They're the Yumster. You can kind of see on the side here. They have little box cars in there, and these are little box cars that are magnetic, and it says Yumster on it. So these are 2 little wooden box cars with magnets on the end. These are going out for $15.29, and we're gonna get $5.99 shipping. Also sold a book. Now, again, so this is one of those things where I'll tell you every once in a while, these are good deals. I believe this was one of my daughter's art books from her undergrad. And a lot of times when we would get these books, we would basically, you try to resell them back or do something with them, but sometimes they wouldn't sell, or sometimes they wouldn't take them back, but they will sell eventually. So we've actually put these out, and I've done pretty well with textbooks. So this is an older one, but it is a decent one. So it's Themes of Contemporary Art, Visual Art After 1980, 3rd edition. So it did sell, not for a lot, Probably didn't sell for what we paid for it, but it did sell for $5, and we'll get $5.99 shipping on that for medium mail. Last but not least, this little thing. All right, so this is a Confederate Air Force P-51 Mustang patch. You can kind of see it here. All right, so we picked this up at a very interesting estate sale, and it was back in August of 23. They had, I've never seen so much prepping stuff. So they were preppers, and they were serious about their job, about prepping. They had tens of thousands of dollars worth of dried food, like freeze-dried food, MREs, types of things, like anything you can imagine that you would need for prepping. And then on top of that, they had just like a museum of stuff in their house, of things that were just interesting. I picked up, if I remember correctly, we picked up a whole bunch of sewing kits, like different things, the needlepoint stuff. We picked up a bunch of those. I think they sold a long time ago. But this was one of the things that I picked up, and I saw some comps for it, and I thought, well, I'll get it. Because I saw comps for this patch for like $20, but it wasn't like a lot of them sold. So I thought, well, this might be a good pickup. Paid $1 for it. So I actually sold it for $10.25, get $4.99 shipping. But today, this absolutely was not worth what we paid or what we got paid for it. It went into a bin, and we do have a pretty good inventory system. And you know, the story goes, up until about midway last year, I did all the inventory. About midway through last year, my wife, after hearing me yell a lot and be mad because I couldn't find things, decided to help with inventory, which it was the best thing that ever happened because she is really good at it. She keeps track of stuff, and she makes sure that it goes in the right bins. So I had this listed in apparently one bin, maybe fashion bin 1, and apparently it was in miscellaneous bin 4. So we spent literally an hour and a half pulling every bin we had and going through them and looking, and we were about to give up, and I was going to cancel the order when she goes, well, let's look in this bin one more time. She's got a sixth sense apparently, and it was laying on the side of something, and she found it, and I was like, oh, thank you, because I don't want to cancel the order. And I'm sure it's not a big deal when you have to do that, but if you get too many of them, it really does count against you. And I've been pretty good of only having to cancel 2 orders in the past, year. So, and one was because it was broken, didn't realize it, and another one was because it got relisted somehow and I didn't realize it. So that's what's going out today. Not a huge day. Wasn't a very big weekend for sourcing either. I went to I think I found maybe a total of 2 garage sales. It's just kind of crappy weather right now. Nobody really wants to be out. Nobody really wants to be having a garage sale at this time of year. We did go to our booth today and did some work there, and we went to a $5 fill-a-bag sale there, and we got some pretty cool stuff. So I think we'll probably show some of that stuff later, but we ended up getting some items that will probably sell for $20, $30. Some DVDs. We picked up some old books. We just kind of some interesting like Singer sewing machine things that have really good comps on them. So just some kind of eclectic stuff. We also picked up some a granny square blanket. I don't know if you can see it hanging back there. Kind of can. And then we picked up some granny squares that are drying on the dresser or on the dryer right now to keep dry. So so we kind of washed them and made them look clean. So yeah, so we picked up a few things I think will be fun to sell, and we'll probably go back. They'll have another one at the end of the month on the 26th or 27th. So if you're in the Pensacola area, definitely look up flip-flops on Palafox Vendor Mall and go and check out the, I think it's the 26th or 27th, whatever day Sunday is. It starts at 10, and they got a $5 fill-a-bag sale. Lots of very interesting stuff. If you're a glass seller or anything like that, you can find some really cool items. So we did do that. We spent a total of, I think, $15, and we'll make our money back plus some. And then, we've straightened up our booth and put a few more things in there and kind of got it ready for another week. So it's been doing pretty good. So we'll finish out this month fairly well. So I think we're pretty excited about how it's going there. So that's pretty much it. That's what's been going on. Again, if I don't put a what sold video out, it's mainly because the store's on vacation. Now we allow sales while we're on vacation, but we send a message to everyone saying, just to note that, it will not be shipped until we get back. So we will be coming back next weekend. And of course, Martin Luther King Day is on Monday. So nothing ships until Tuesday, which is nice because we have Monday off, or at least I have Monday off. So I'll be able to kind of relax a little bit and get some of this stuff out and have some time to get anything out that sells. Generally, when we're on vacation, things do sell. So, and we send out offers, and of course, we still list every day because I have the system set up that's dropping between 7 and 10 every single day. So, which I think is what's helping keeping the store going. Now, we have sent out probably 100 offers, at least between yesterday and today. It seems like it's just been a lot of people are looking, a lot of people are watching. So I think, you know, it's just a matter of time. We are running another sale between 15 and 20% on items. So we're going to see how that goes. But I think, you know, I think it'll start to hit. I think we'll start to see more stuff here in the next month as we start to go. And then we're going to ramp up, you know, some other stuff, promotions and such, and try to get some things rolling. So, but that's what's going on. And I'm going to probably, like I said, put out a couple videos this week if I can. If I don't, I'll definitely put one out for the weekend and show what sold while we were on vacation. And we'll do that anyway. So, but I'm David Beckham, Breeze Flippers. Be safe, and we'll see you.